Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brian from What's Us Detailing. Today we're riding with Damien with
Fanatics Mobile Detailing.
All right, what's going on, guys? So we're gonna get into this full interior detailing with the Subaru here. While we're doing that, we're gonna give Damien some tips on how I detail. All right, guys, and Damien as well. So I just wanted to show you how I start off. I start off by just taking out all the mats and also sliding the seats forward as well. I just slide them front and passenger both forward. That way I could clean properly under the seats. All these little cracks that you see right there, I'll be able to clean them properly. Yeah, something spilled in here, as you can see. So to get the camera in there, something spilled in there. Look like coffee or Pepsi. What you just found under that seat, man?
I found some money. I found $1.
Let me see what you found.
$1.
My boy found $1. We didn't even get started yet. He found $1, man. Hey, look at that. So right now, while we running through the car, we just picking up the trash, we're picking up the debris. So all this heavy stuff doesn't get caught in the vacuum. I'm gonna run my rag company Ultra Blaster, get that going to help pick up the process, and we're gonna keep it going.
First, or do you work section?
I do floor and seats first. I normally will vacuum the seats real fast, and then I'll hit the floors because the seats are gonna have the less crumbs. Yeah. So I'll just quickly vacuum that up real fast, and then I'll just start doing the floors.
All right.
No, or vice versa, whatever. But it's just, you know, you're not gonna see as much crumbs on the seats as you do the floor. You understand?
Yeah.
So just quickly just vacuum the seats, and then I'll move on. Like this has some type of something in there. Look at this. Wow, look at that dust. Wow.
I kind of had a brain fart as to where I was going with this. I heard the ceramic coatings and the polishing, the clay barring, the paint correction, the shampooing, the everything, all in one video, but no one ever took their time to sit there and actually explain the processes unless you go and look up a video of the process of what exactly you are looking to learn about.
Right. And
just realizing that.
I'm glad you brought that up. So with a short, let's make it kind of short. How was my process with doing the interior on this vehicle here? My process, my steps, and the tips that I taught you.
Your process for sure, I'd say you are 3.5 hours ahead of me on an interior just alone. You showed me a lot of very different tips and tricks. You showed me that you should work in a section, pick your section that you're comfortable with working. Always take the most difficult section and push that to the side and focus on that last.
Right.
And one of the tips that I definitely did take from you are I need the air compressor. It's a must need.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. It's a game changer.
Game changer.
I learned you may not need a carpet extractor or a shampooer based on how bad your carpet or your seats are.
Right.
Maybe you just need a light spray and a quick agitation with a drill brush and a wipe with a towel. And then obviously another thing is interior detailer, interior cleaner, interior this and interior that. And you never know what chemical to use, and with you, we're down to 2.
Yes.
We're down to 2.
Let me cut you short real fast. So yes, you got your P&S combo, right? A lot of people like to use the P&S combo, which is a great combo. But we're working in real time where I don't want to do 3 different steps just to clean the interior. I have a customer waiting on the vehicle. We're both on a time frame, and also I have another vehicle to do, and I have to get my kids by a certain time, and I don't want to be out here all day. So with that, you kind of shortcut the process and you shortcut the steps, but you get the same results, if that makes sense.
One thing that I can say is working with Brian here, he's for sure helping me
Thank you, man.
fix the time frame that I'm working in, because he said there's nothing really wrong with working at church speed, but when, like he said, when you are having to go pick up your kids at a certain time,
Yeah.
your customer needs to be out of either your shop or out of their home or wherever you are
Correct.
detailing. They need to be out of there at a certain time, or maybe you have multiple jobs lined up for the day,
Right.
and you're taking 3 hours on just an interior when you also have an exterior to do.
Correct.
There's way more plausible ways to get the job done in it.
All right, guys, so we're back. We finished up the vehicle. Yes, we had to change locations. I'm sorry, we're not where the vehicle is, but we're back with Damien. We're gonna bring back a couple questions. Just the overall experience with the exterior, also we went over the detailing, the interior detailing. How was the experience with the exterior detailing?
My experience with the exterior detailing, I'd say, is 10 times better than the interior, for sure.
Right.
The exterior, super, super easy as long as you have a good eye for how dirty a vehicle is and how dirty a tire or a rim is.
Right.
Depending on what chemical you do need to use. Sometimes you don't need to use very much.
Correct.
Sometimes just a water pass and then your standard soap and the foam cannon.
Correct.
Do the job.
Correct.
And maybe there is some dirty rims or some dirty exterior that you do want to add,
Right.
an extra chemical to definitely kill off all that dirt. But
Yep.
overall, it's super easy.
Right.
It's nothing anyone can't handle, for
Correct.
sure. So if you are looking to definitely get into this detailing business, I'd recommend it. It's definitely something very, very, very good for your mind, because you're focused on cleaning and you're relaxing yourself, but you also are laboring yourself.
Correct.
But I just recommend this for everyone that does want to get into this.
Right.
Don't
Thank you, man.
be hesitant. Like I did, connect with a mobile detailer around your area. Don't be scared to get turned down, because I've had it happen to me. The only person who hasn't turned me down is Brian.
Thank you.
And I'm thankful for that.
Thank you, man.
He didn't have to stop anything he was doing. He definitely is a great guy.
Thank you.
This experience, this ride along, this isn't the end of us, for sure.
Right.
So it was definitely a great experience, and I'd love to be back.
Thank you.
And if there's anything I need to learn more, I'd love to, and I'd love to learn with you.
Thank you. So last question, I guess we'll finalize it. A lot of people don't know, we are based out of the East Coast. What's kind of different from what you've seen on YouTube, where's the West Coast style and like the East Coast style? What you kind of notice a little bit different from how we have to do things versus the West Coast able to do their things? You know, I know they have a lot of different tools and a lot of different product stores that's out there.
Yeah, so number one for me is what you told me is weather.
Yeah.
Weather is a huge difference. Like right now, we're probably in a 60-degree weather, 70-degree the most.
And wait, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. This morning when we started, it was 36 degrees this morning. It was cold. It wasn't like a weather where you feel comfortable working, and it's like 68, 70 degrees now. Sorry to cut you off. I wanted to add that.
So yeah, like you were saying, we started off at a 36-degree, 40-degree weather. Now it's 70. Out in maybe in the West Coast, it's probably in the late 80s or
Right.
mid 80s, you know? So
Also in the West too, they have the humidity. We don't get so much of the humidity that they get. So spotless water, we don't have that type of stuff out here. So like, you know.
That's for sure. That was for sure my number 2, the spotless water. I hear that everywhere on YouTube. Spotless water. That does not apply to us on the East Coast.
Right.
The water,
Right.
we don't have to worry so much upon that.
Right.
There is similarities.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, because we are in the detailing game, and this is something you have to do accordingly to get it done professionally.
Right.
But if you are based out of, let's say, down south, do your research around your area. Connect with people. I cannot keep telling you this. Connect with people.
Connect, please.
I would have been dying looking for spotless water.
Yep.
I would have been dying to know what chemicals to use if it wasn't for me connecting with Brian. There's many more methods that you can learn that you see on YouTube that are complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Number 1, a drill brush is number 1 of what you do need.
Yes.
A detail brush is what you don't need. You understand? So that's just one example of what you do and don't need in this game.
Right.
And thanks to him, I'm gonna keep on learning. I don't know everything just yet.
Let me add in what you mean. So with a detail brush, it's times where you may need it on a disaster car. You may need your detail brush, but it's a lot of times if you have an air blaster by the rag company or a Tornador by Tornador, you don't necessarily need to use those type of tools. Your air blaster or your Tornador or your simple ear crevice tool can get the ears in those cracks out of those crevices. So just to go back to referring what he's saying, if you guys would want to understand and not look at him crazy, you know.
Yeah, I'm just basically saying it's more time consuming.
Yes.
And it's more for a show sometimes.
Yes.
Like Brian told me, it's not worth really going and stop and buy drill brushes. Because most of the tools that are heavy duty can get the job done for you.
Right.
And I was shown that because in my setup, I have about 4 different detail brushes. I have one for tires and wheels. I have one for just exterior logos.
Yep.
I have one for dusting while I'm vacuuming. I have one for my interior detailing and cleaning. I can keep going, and it's just not worth stopping to buy those $10, $20 packs of detail brushes when you can go and stop and buy a Walmart pack of rags for $20.
Yep.
And it'll do just the same job if you apply, just the same amount of pressure and if not agitation to it. So,
all right, guys, I know I said I had, that was the final question, but my last final question is, what was the cost for this ride along?
The cost was, I believe it was about like $300. Nah, I'm just joking. It was $399.
Right.
And don't give up on yourself just because someone offers you a course and you don't have the means to pay for it. And there's someone willing to give you that chance or that opportunity to prove yourself and to grow.
Right.
And just don't let anything hinder your process. Even if no one does reach out, just keep working.
Right.
You'll find your own process.
Right.
You will always be able to succeed as long as you put your mind and you dedicate yourself to it.
Yep.
As to why people do charge to help beginner detailers, knowing that I've been doing this for 2, almost 3 months.
Right.
I can say I'm proud of my ability of learning, growing, and my ambition for it.
Nice.
Nothing ever is going to stop my ambition.
That's fire.
And I'm gonna keep going. And I hope that's motivation for any one of you that's still starting. I'm still working out of my Honda Accord. I don't have a van, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Right.
Because as long as your clientele and the people you are working around or with respect it, or just respect yourself, that's all that matters.
So yeah, guys, so like I told him with the pricing, I didn't feel comfortable charging with the pricing, not because I'm not experienced in anything like that, but we grew up in the same community, the same suburb area, where it's not a lot. We see gang violence, we see the normal street activity where it's quick money. I'm not saying that this is that kind of person, but if I can help influence somebody to stay off the streets, I'd rather do that than put a price tag on it, knowing that they can't already afford the mobile setup, already can't afford the equipment. Why would I want to charge to learn? So I didn't feel comfortable charging. I actually paid him to work with me. I felt like that was more the right thing to do, to pay him to work with me. You could go home with some type of compensation. You didn't just be with me all day learning and then go home with nothing. But that, just wanted to add that into the video. I'm pretty much going to sum it up there and wrap it up there. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please, like always, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit that like button.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Peace.
We out of here.